And number one remedy is shut the hell up. That's the best you can do. Just shut up and open the money planet for you, Mercury. Right here, right now. 2025 will be a bloodbath for Mercury. Mercury is our relationship. There is a lot of discrepancy or a myth in the astrological world. It is a very interesting planet. The Mercury is about relationship between your job, with your spouse, career, money, and it will be hit hard. It will be absolutely slaughterhouse because 2025 or 2025 will be Mars. Okay, it's not that Mercury and Mars actually hate each other. They simply do not have the right relationships. Mars is all about war cry, Har Har Mahadev, and it's a warlord, Senapati. And Mercury is a Vishnu who reclines and is sleeping in his Yog Nidra, taking care of the world. So one planet, that is Mercury, a very important materialistic planet, is sleeping, and the year is of Mars, the power, the energy planet. And this does not gel. And it will start from verbal spats. For example, look at what happened with Zelensky and President Trump. The Sanatanis were billionaires. A little while ago, even the Britishers used to get loans from the Jagat Seths, and they were bankers to not only the British people but also to the world. Sanatanis were doing great until they started talking. So we are going to discuss some of the incredible remedies that you can do to enhance your Mercury. Career, job, money, business, everything needs power. Thankfully, Jupiter coming into Mercury's house. Now that's incredible news. That's why remedies are going to be incredibly effective. The first thing you need to do is check your chart, the Mercury's position and Mars' position in your natal chart. That should be the first priority. And of course, you need to just shut up. Check your Mars, check your Mercury. See the house of the wealth, the house of your communications, and see if they are not being afflicted by some malefics like Ketu. Mars' arch enemy is Saturn, and Saturn is also going to shift, and that is a major problem that's going to happen. Here's a pro tip. Saturn rules career, Rahu rules illusion, Ketu rules detachment. So if your career is stuck, your birth chart knows why. According to one survey, 88% of self-made billionaires take Maun Tapasvi Vishranti, silence, sage retreat, every single year without miss. Now here's one tip. Mercury loses power if you start talking. Why? You enhance Mars when you talk too much. So the first thing you need to do is just shut up. Do you know why do billionaires go on silent vacations? And that is a time when they are not talking. 5 more, so don't worry, it's coming up. So it will blow your mind. And as Mercury, they work fast and 100% effective. My experience with Mercury remedies has been simply awesome. Okay, now here's a quick astro tip before we move on. Mercury and Saturn control trading success. So you are into trading, right? You need to see your Rahu in your birth chart. Rahu gives shortcut, Saturn demands discipline. Ketu cuts away everything fake. Where is your money stuck? Okay, that is what you need to do. In short, how is your wealth house? How is Taurus? How is your 10th house? And how is your 7th? Especially if you are into business, 10th and 6th if you are into job. Okay, so first and foremost is get your chart checked, especially this year when Mercury is fighting with Mars, an ugly battle, and Mercury will lose if you do not. You need to bring Mercury to a power saver mode of sorts. Mauna Sarvartha Sadhanam. Silence accomplishes. This woke leftist and social media addiction and pointless protests. I hate protests. Have destroyed our power. Just look at what happened with these protests in Delhi. Did it really resolve anything? I don't see, So simply choose a corner, a lonely solitude corner, and sit there for 30 to 60 minutes. I know, it may sound very easy, 60 to 30 minutes, nothing, but believe me, it is going to be one tough experience in your life, believe me. Sanatanis used to rule the world when they mastered silence. But today, I know you're struggling with the career right now. Saturn controls it. And trapped in a financial chaos, Rahu is playing the tricks. Find out what Ketu is cutting off and how Rahu and Saturn are connecting. This is the key. Your career house decides your success. Saturn tests, Rahu tempts, Ketu removes. Don't gamble with the future. You need to take a very deep look at your chart whenever possible, especially in 2025. It's going to be very, very, very important. Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. Excellence in action is true yoga, and that is how I define Modi ji in one line. Look at the current government. Achieving everything in silence. Modi ji doesn't waste time arguing. He acts in silence, and the world watches in awe. My God, what India is achieving so fast. The true power isn't in noise, it's in its strategic silence. Sanatanis have lost their wealth long time ago. I have read somewhere in 1027 AD, Bharat controlled 98% of global trade. 98%. Today, we control some 0.0007%. Why? Because we talk too much. Shastravo na nirvartane dinasya paripanthina. Enemies never leave the weak alone. Your Mercury is dead. Your bank balance is crying. It's all because of an anti-Hindu conspiracy. बक करना सिखा दिया. बकवास करते रहो सोशल मीडिया में फेक जर्नलिज्म के नाम पे बस सत्ता को गलियारो. And this is very addictive, this nonsensical stuff. Silence is intelligence, silence is power, silence is wealth, and silence empowers Mercury. How to save our careers and businesses, how to save my traders. I have seen India's chart have a very strong Mercury and Saturn connection, and they become rich. That is what we need to do. Okay, those with weak Mercury, addicted to noise, news, hype, television, social media, YouTube, and losing every day, losing everything, money, respect, you name it, man. Money flows when planets align. Saturn delays, Rahu manipulates, Ketu binds you, and only a competent astrologer can reveal the truth. Silence rewires our brain. Every unnecessary word weakens our intelligence by 27%. Silence is a money magnet. The top 5 richest Sanatanis in history all practiced Mohan Vrat. Traders and billionaires go to silent vacation often. You will see them suddenly cut off from the world, suddenly cut off from the media. Now, have you ever wondered why the richest traders and billionaires disappear into silence? What do they know that we don't? That is the question we are asking today. In 2023, the top 1% made 87% of the global stock market gains, while the rest lost money because they know the power of. I have read somewhere, Mercury and the connection between the stock market, 92% of hedge fund managers practice meditation and silence before making big trades. 88% of self-made billionaires take silent vacation every single year. There's a war going on between Mars and Mercury, and they don't. Meanwhile, retail traders screaming on Twitter, arguing on Telegram groups, and losing trades. Retail traders are stuck in noise and losing money. Simply, have you ever noticed Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, even Mukesh Ambani? They all take silent retreats before major investments. Okay, Steve Jobs went to a silent monastery. They say he came to India in Rishikesh before launching Apple. And meanwhile, me checking 100 indicators, watching 50 YouTube videos, scrolling, but still stuck in fear and greed. Because silence boosts Mercury, the planet of intelligence. Vishnu sleeps, Narada talks. This is the difference. So follow a competent astrologer who keeps giving you the latest tips and transits. Ram ruled with strategy. Ravana lost because of its arrogance. Krishna played the silent diplomacy, while Duryodhan screamed and lost everything. Remember, the whole point of this Mahabharata war began with somebody spewing venom, and that's why you need to shut up. This Draupadi, I think, said, "Andhe ka beta andha," and Mahabharata happened. But today, Sanatanis are brainwashed to be a Mars-driven loudmouths, I call them, fighting on Twitter, screaming on WhatsApp, while the world steals their power. And that is what is happening to Hindu Sanatanis. That talking too much is anti-Hindu conspiracy, and you and I are the victim. Mercury rules intelligence, Mars rules aggression. And today's Hindus just shouting, and while their enemies are flourishing, unfortunately, and taking everything. 93% of billionaires have a strong Mercury, and 87% of the people stuck in EMI loans and job salary have a very weak Mercury, horrible Mercury. Every unnecessary word you speak reduces your brain power by nearly 14.72%. It's unbelievable. Ancient rishis didn't meditate for peace. They meditated to control the world. Vishwamitra created a new universe with silence, but today's Hindus can't even control their bosses. Mon makes your mercury powerful. Silence increases brain waves by 79%, making you and me a money magnet. All we have to do is shut up. Mon makes you 10x more attractive. Women secretly desire silent, mysterious men. Loud men is equal to weak mercury. No aura. Okay, here are a few of the remedies you can do beside this silent remedy one. Take 5 green cardamoms, chant Om Buddhaya Namaha 7 times, and keep them in one of your socks, nose. And within 11 days, your boss is going to be in control. I know you're struggling a lot, and your Mercury is weak, and weak Mercury is a broken career. No money, failed relationship. Remember, Mercury is all about relationships, whether with your bosses, whether with your clients, your spouse, your relationships, your love relationships. That's what the secret of Mercury is. And you can waste 10 years figuring it out. Fix it in 10 minutes. Talking or start ruling. Maunam him tapasya shreshtham. Silence is the greatest penance. Master it and the world is yours. Nasti buddhare yuktasya na chayuktasya bhavana. Restless mind has no intelligence, and an unintelligent man has no wealth. Cheers. Just whisper Om Guruve Namah to a coconut, and then roll this coconut around your houses. Believe me, within 3 weeks, your money will start flowing in. Now put pure cow ghee on your tongue and stay silent for 21 minutes, and your Mercury will unlock like Chanakya's brain. Don't believe me. I know this is unbelievable remedies. They don't talk about it. Try it. It will change your life. That's for sure. So I hope you're not killing your Mercury by talking too much. Your enemies all around are using silence to rule the world, and we waste our time in nonsense and useless debates. So all you have to do is take a deep look at your chart. And unfortunately, in this video, I cannot take a deep look at your chart. I do not have the data necessary. I wish I had. So no worries. Just, call up an astrologer and get your chart checked. Simple.